Hello everyone and Happy New Year's. Here's to another year of spending too much money on paper. This will be my first collection video ever. I plan to make some big changes in 2025 to my collection with the display, the lighting, the books themselves. So if you'd like to see that, feel free to subscribe. I've been collecting for around 5 years, I believe, and I have over 900 volumes. I decided to make this video so when 2026 rolls around, I could see my collection and how it's changed. So without further ado, let's get into the collection itself. I'm recording this video January 1st of 2025. Alrighty, first up we got Slam Dunk, volume 1 through 31, complete by Takahiko Inoue, one of my favorite mangakas of all time. He did Vagabond, my favorite series of all time. Next we got Rurouni Kenshin, volume 1 through, 19 plus 21 through, I'm missing 2 volumes. But I'm thinking about selling this and getting the Vizbigs or something like that. These are just a little too yellow for me. I'm kind of a bit picky. Next we have Shaman King, volume 1 through 25, another series I'm probably gonna sell because it's a little bit yellow, and I don't know if I'm too interested in the series. I just loved the look of these singles for so long, so I ended up picking them up. Next we have Vagabond, volume 1 through 12 in the Vizbigs, and volume 1 of 37 to complete the series. I pray that he starts working on the series again. Again, my favorite series of all time. Amazing artwork, amazing storytelling. If you haven't read it, go read it. Next we have Emma, volume 1 through 5. I haven't read this yet. Definitely want to read this. This has been on my list for a long time, and it used to be very expensive, very rare. I love the look of these. These are just beautiful volumes. They're just very nice covers, and it seems like a really good romance. I definitely want to get into her series, so this will be a good start. Next we have Prison School, volume 1 through 14 complete. This is one of my all-time favorite series. I'm gonna grab one. I hope I don't grab one that's too bad. Okay, there we go. But he is an absolute amazing artist, Akira Hiramoto. One of my favorite mangakas of all time, and this series is absolutely phenomenal. It is so fucking hilarious. I highly recommend Prison School. It is very ecchi, very funny gag humor, so if you're into that, go read it. Extremely good. Next we have what is this called again? The Student Council Vice President Gives Her All. This is not by Akira Hiramoto, but is just a little spin-off series. Very good series. I don't know if I want to show that. It's not full cleavage, but it pretty much is. But this is a good little short story. It's not as good as Akira Hiramoto stuff, but it is still pretty good little side series. Next we have Raw Hero, another series I really enjoyed by Akira Hiramoto. I'm glad it has an English print. It's a short little 6-volume series. Again, hilarious, just hilarious gag humor. It's really, really good. I would recommend reading this as well. This is not as good as Prison School, but it's still pretty damn decent. Next we have My Dress Up Darling. I've really enjoyed the series so far that I've read. I also watched the anime, which is very good. But recommend this series as well. Obviously very popular. Everyone knows what this series is. Next we have a little bit of ecchi stuff. We have Interspecies Reviewers. I forgot what it's called there, but I haven't gotten to these, but I did pick them up because the anime is pretty good. It's not that I don't know how the manga is going to translate, but we'll see. Next we have 1 through 31 of Blade of the Immortal in the single variant. I wanted to get all the different covers, so that's why I ended up picking these up. I actually finally ended up completing these like a couple days ago. I was missing a couple volumes and ended up finally getting them after having them for so long, so that's always nice to have a complete series. I want to get these logos changed out. I have 1 through 10 in these original logos, and I don't like them. They don't have the numbers of the volumes on them, which I just hate, so I'm gonna get those changed out at some point, but that'll be at a later date. Next we have Vinland Saga, volumes 1 through 8, or volumes 1 through 12 should I say, in these original editions, which honestly I've mixed opinions if I should change to the deluxe editions or add them on. I do really like these, honestly. I think these look really good. I like the colorful spines, so we'll see. I'll probably wait till more deluxe edition comes out to really figure out if I want to change them out. But the paper quality on these are not amazing, but they're not bad either. But I mean, the deluxe editions, they're going to be pretty nice, so we'll see. But this was on one of my first series I ever read, and one of my favorite series of all time. Extremely good. Vinland Saga anime is really good as well. Good series. Next we have Banya, the Explosive Delivery Man. I wanted this series for a long time just because I love the covers, the art. It's little short stories or little short series, and I wanted it so bad that I got it and I never read it. Next we have Other Side Panic, a light novel series. I got this cheap, that's why I did get this, and I have not read it. So, but it looks really good. The artwork on the back looks really awesome. Looks like kind of like a video game artwork series style. No idea what it's about. Next we have Classmen of the Elite. We have all of the first year, and then we have some of the second year as well. I've read about 5-6 volumes of this, and I did really enjoy it, but it's been a long time since I actually read this, so I don't know if I should restart it or if I should just pick up where I left off. I'm not sure. I might end up selling it and just going ahead and watching the anime, but we'll see. Next we have some HP Lovecraft series. Honestly, I'm not too into this. I know a lot of people, this is from a English author, and they were done into mangas, I think, something like that. But the artwork on these are really beautiful, and the covers are super nice. I got these for cheap as well, so I ended up picking these up. These are actually getting a hardcover, a giant deluxe hardcover, so that might be something cool to pick up if I ended up enjoying it. Next we have Gantz. I'm gonna knee down. Next we have Gantz volume 1 through 10 in these omnibus, another series that used to be pretty rare but now is very, very easy to find. I need to get the last 2 volumes. I did end up reading, I think I read 1 and 2 of this, and it was pretty good. The main character is a little bit iffy, but it was pretty damn good. I actually read 1 through 3, I'm pretty sure. So I read the first 9 volumes, it was good, and I definitely want to get the rest. These look beautiful on the shelf, so definitely want to complete the whole series. Next we have Lone Wolf and Cub, volume 1 through 10, same exact story. Used to be rare, now they're not, and look good on the shelf, and I have not read them. But I might end up selling these and getting them in the single format. We just don't really have a good English print for Lone Wolf and Cub. It's just not very readable. The singles are very tiny. These are very big. It's just one of those things. But I do need to get volume 11 and 12 anyways. And these also, they look great on the shelf. I mean, these omnibus, these Dark Horse omnibus look really good together. And I have even more over here. So next we have Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service. Another series I was very interested in for a long time. Used to be more rare and expensive, but they reprinted it. Just like a lot of series, honestly, they just always get reprinted. You'll see that is a theme in my collection, that I have a lot of series that have been reprinted. Next we have Vampire Hunter D, the light novels. I definitely want to read this. I'm a massive Vampire Hunter D fan, just from the movies and the manga, and I want to read the light novels. I think they look really fun, and should be interesting. And then lastly, we have an Elfen Lied volume 1. Haven't read this either, but plan to get the rest of that series at some point. Next, we have JoJo volumes, or we have part 1, 2, 3, 4, and part of part 5. They're already coming out with part 6, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna eventually get this whole series in English, and these are very beautiful prints, very beautiful covers. JoJo, everyone knows JoJo. Then we have a side series which have some very nice covers, but Rohan Kashibe. Then we have some Fist of the North Star, something that inspired JoJo, and also have insanely good covers. These are one of the best English prints we have, in my opinion. They're beautiful, they're high quality. So I definitely plan on getting the rest of these. I have read these first 3 volumes. They're old, so they're a little bit, they're action. They're pure action incarnate, basically. Next we have Soul Eater volume 1 through 4, another beautiful hardcover, a good series. I'm not that big of a fan of the anime. I really am not, for a couple reasons, but we won't get into it. But I did enjoy the manga that I read so far. It's basically the same thing as the anime, but I know it has a different ending, which might be fun because I think the ending was really bad in the anime, so I might end up picking up the rest of those. I might not. Next we have Uzumaki, which I'm going to do a video probably talking about Junji Ito. Everyone knows Junji Ito, extremely popular Western mangaka, but I am personally not a big fan of his works. I've read Uzumaki, did not really enjoy it. And this is supposed to be his platinum opus, best series, but I really didn't enjoy it that much. I have read No Longer Human, which I did enjoy a lot, so I might end up giving him more of a chance. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. If you are a Junji Ito fan, should I give him more of a chance, or should I call it quits? Next, we have Naruto Volume 1 in the Collector's Edition. They did a couple of these Collector's Edition for Shonen series. This is the best looking one in my opinion, and I'm a massive Naruto fan, so I ended up getting this one for a very good deal. These are pretty rare and expensive, so I was happy to get this for a good deal. So we have a little pop on the side, Naruto, Sexy Jutsu. One of my favorite pops too. I do collect pops as well. This is a really nice one. Okay, let's get on the floor. Let's get down over here. Next we have Inuyashiki, Volume 1 through 10. I really need to get into this series. This is by the creator of Gantz. Complete set. Really need to, but I haven't. I haven't watched the anime either, but 2025, we will read more stuff. I promise. Okay, I'll put that up there. Next we have Gleipnir. I don't remember how to pronounce this, but it's a little bit of a weird pronunciation, but very beautiful covers, and this is honestly an underrated series. I really do enjoy this series. I loved all volumes that I've read, and they have an anime as well, and it's pretty damn good, so I would recommend watching that. Next we have Vampire Hunter D, which is a very good manga. I do really enjoy this. Very good art, and that's why I really want to read the light novels. If you haven't seen the movie, highly recommend the movie. It's one of the best anime movies of all time. 100%. Go watch it. Next we have Shaman Warrior, another series that I wanted for a long time and finally ended up getting it recently. I plan to read this and most likely make a video on it because the art is just so beautiful and you don't really hear anyone talking about this series, so either it's dog shit or underrated. Next we have Basilisk Volume 1 through 5. This is a really good underrated series as well. Have very nice covers. They have like this reflective foil on the logo, which is cool, and yeah, this is a really good series as well. They have an anime for it. I never watched the anime, but the manga is really good and only 5 volumes, so definitely read that if it's interesting to you. Next we have the Aria, this is the, what is it, the Right Stuff fundraiser. This is what you got for participating in that. I did not participate in it, but I finally ended up getting this. I've been wanting this for a long time, so it's a little art book, animation style book. It's really, Aria is one of my all-time favorite series. Extremely good slice of life. Highly recommend watching it. It's about, basically they go to Mars, and it's like Venice and Mars basically, and it's a slice of life. That's basically all you need to know. Really, really good series. Next we have Mysterious Girlfriend X. This is another series that used to be very expensive, and they've reprinted it and it's cheaper now. And I really do love these spines. These spines look beautiful together. But this is a good series. I like the manga more. The manga is way better than the anime. Very weird concept. Look into the concept if you're interested in this series. It is very good, but it's very weird. Next we have To Love Ru Volume 1. I got this for a good deal, that's why I have it, but I did watch the first season of the anime one time, and it was alright. It's like one of my first series I've ever watched, but I never really got into the rest of it, or the manga, but I might end up getting into it because I really do love these spines, and if you get them all together, they look really nice, so might end up getting that, might not. Reminds me of like Rosario plus Vampire, which is a really good series, so. Next we have Dirty Pair. Another book that I got for cheap and have no idea what it's about, but it looks cool, so I got it. Next we have Maid Sama. This is on the top of my list to read. I really need to read this. I love the anime. I'm a big fan. I've advocated for the anime for a long time, so I really need to get into the actual manga, which goes more in depth of the series and finishes the story, so really need to read this. Another series that used to be very rare and is not very expensive anymore. Next we have Frankenfran, another series that used to be very rare. I'm reading this right now, and it's very good. Very good. It reminds me of, I don't know if I should show this cover, but it reminds me of Junji Ito a little bit. Just it's horror, it's body horror modification, like gory style artwork. It's really good. I've been very much enjoying it. It's like an episodic thing, so you don't really need to grind the whole thing in one sitting, and you're not going to forget anything. It's just, you know, it's episodic, fun little stories. I think they're really well made as well, so I'll probably end up making a video on this when I finish it. Very good series. Next we have Sazan and Comet Girl. Haven't read this, picked this up for very cheap as well, but it's full color, so it always kind of interests me because of that fact. So not sure if it's any good, but I will read that most likely in 2025 as well. Next down here we have some comic books, like Wonder Woman comic book, which has extremely good artwork in it. Like, this is some good stuff, but I'm not a big comic book fan. I tried so hard to get into them, but I'm just not really that big of a fan. Next we have some Nier art books, Nier Automata, great game. Then we have a Takahiko Inoue Illustrations art book, which is a fun little art book. I'm gonna put this, we'll put it back. Then we have some Joker DC comic books and Tokyo Ghoul art book, Attack on Titan art book. This is a really, really fun little, it's like a series, but an art book kind of style. It's really, really cool. Like, you can see the artwork. It's got like textured hardcover. It's really quite a good little short stories series. It's been a while since I read it, but I recommend picking this up if you can find it. I don't know if it's easily attainable anymore. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna put this somewhere else and put this up there. But then we have a Shuzo Oshimi art book, which big fan of Shuzo Oshimi. Then we have a couple short stories by Shuzo Oshimi, Waltz, and I forgot what this one's called. Miss Kusikabe. Not very good, but I have them anyways. Then we have a Prison School art book, which is one of my prized possessions. Not because it's super rare or anything, but just because I love Akira Hiramoto. Then we have Berserk Volume 1 and 2, Deluxe Edition. Berserk's great. I wanted to finish before I really get into it, but I have not really got into Berserk. Then we have Hellsing Volume 2 and 3. I really need Volume 1. Then we have Blam, one of my favorite all-time series. I recently completed this. If you haven't checked out my recent Cyber Monday haul, I did a video on that, but I got Blam Volume 1 through 6 in that. Tsutomu Nihei, one of my favorite mangas of all time. He's the god of sci-fi manga, so recommend reading this. It's basically a picture book, so go read this. Then we have Abara, also by Tsutomu Nihei. Good little series. Then we have Noise, which is really good. It was surprising how good this was. I didn't think it would be that good, but it was pretty good. It's like it's a prequel to Blam, and they came out with this hardcover recently. Not recently, it's been a long time, but that's a good series. Then we have Blam Volume 1 in the Tokyo Pop. I might end up getting this rest of this collection, but I found this for a good deal, and I picked it up. Then we have Death Note, the all-in-one edition. I've never read Death Note, but I love the anime, and this is... I'm not reading in this edition, I'll tell you that. That shit is... Yeah, no. Then we have a President Arya plushie, another one of my prized possessions. I wanted this for a while, and I ended up getting it a couple years ago. I love Arya, and I love this plushie. This one it comes in like a set of 3. Then we have the other little cat. I forget the name. It's been a long time, but the other 2 cats. But really, I only care about this guy. He is adorable. I love him. And then we have a little Arya figure as well, which is pretty nice. There's one out there that I really want, but I don't know how attainable it is. Then we have a couple more pops right there. A couple Sailor Moon pops, a couple sign pops too. If you guys want a pop video, I could definitely do a video just on that alone. But here we're on to the next shelf. We got Tsuneme Volume 1 through 8. Another one of my prized possessions. Really love Tsuneme. It has some stuff that I really hate in it, but it's a good series overall. I read Ibitsu by him, and goddamn, that shit is so bad. Do not read that series. Anyways, we got One Punch Man Volume 1 through 24 and 7. I ordered the other filler volumes there too, but One Punch Man, highly recommend the manga. It has some more short stories, and it goes farther than the anime does, even though we are going to get a season 3 soon, but the manga's good, and it has really, really good artwork, so highly recommend. Then we have I think that's New York City Comic Con variant cover, and then we have the loot box variant cover, which both are really, really nice to have in collection. I love these. I need to display these on like an acrylic stand or something, but next we have my Shuzo Oshimi self. So I have gotten into some of these, but I really, really need to get into Flowers of Evil. I think that's like his highest rated series. I definitely need to read this. But we'll start over here. We got Inside Mari, which I did read a couple volumes, and I didn't really enjoy it that much. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give it another try. I'm gonna go ahead and read the whole thing and see if I like it, but I didn't really enjoy that one that much. I just don't really like the concept that much. Then we have a short story by him. All his short stories are pretty bad, but they're not terrible. But Shino Can't Say Her Name, which I think is about a deaf girl, kind of like Silent Voice. Another single, I'm not gonna pronounce that, but this one is about penises, so if you like that, then go ahead and read that. Then we have Welcome Back Alice, Volume 1 through 5. This was a really, really good series to me. This is not typically something I would find myself like. If you told me the concept of this, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not reading that, but it is really, really interesting. He knows how to keep you in suspense, and I really enjoyed the volumes I've read of this, and I can't wait to finish it and see where it goes. Next, we have Blood on the Tracks, which I've read most of the series. I love Blood on the Tracks. This is what got me into Shujo Oshimi. Very, very good series. I have volume 16 and 17 here, which was from my Cyber Monday haul, and I have the rest on order, so I'm waiting on those. But this is a complete series when I get the rest of them, and I'm gonna reread the whole thing, and I might end up making a video on that as well. Next, we have Aria, the Masterpiece. One of the best editions in English as well. We got the gold foil, beautiful, high quality paper. Let me move these little guys over here and show you. Beautiful covers, gold on them. Very good manga as well. Aria, like I said before, one of my favorite series. Watch the anime, read the manga if you like slice of life. It's literally amazing. I love it. Next, we have Wolf Children, which I really am going to read soon as well, and I might end up making a video on. I heard this is extremely sad, so it should be a fun read. Then we have Yokohama Kaidashi Kiku, I think is how you pronounce it, but it's like something cafe. But we're getting an English print of this, which is this right here, but we've been getting it for a long time, and I have read this. I've read the scans of this, and I love this series. Very similar to Aria. Really, really good series. Really, it's old and it's really fun. And they actually have an anime for it too, which is really beautiful animation, and I'd recommend watching that. And then if you like it, you could read the manga as well. I think there's like 15 volumes in the manga. Next, we have Magus of the Library, which I haven't gone into, but it looks amazing. It kind of reminds me of Aria. That's why I kind of have it next to Aria, but I don't know if it actually is like Aria, but it has some beautiful artwork in here, so I'm excited to get into that when I get the chance. Next, we have The Golden Sheep, which is by the same person that made The God's Lie, Kaori Ozaki. I'm terrible with names, but this short story was really good. I don't remember if I read this. I think I did. I don't remember anything about it. Maybe I didn't read it, but this is a really good one-shot. I highly recommend reading this. This is a very fun little series. Next, we have Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 1 through 9. This is a series I definitely want to get to the rest of and read it. I think it's going to be a fun manga to read. I've watched the anime, and I do enjoy it. It's not the greatest, but I feel like the manga is going to be better. I don't know why, but that's just the feeling I get. Next, we have the singles for Aria and Aqua over here, which is an old Tokyo Pop release, and we also have the Aria singles for, what is that, ADV releases for them. This is all the releases in English. They released part of the series from Tokyo Pop a long time ago, and I wanted to get those too, just because the covers are really fun on these. Oh, the covers are really great on these, so I wanted to get these, and I'm just a completionist, so you know how it is. Next, we have Dandadan Volume 1. Just watched the anime for this. Made a video on this as well, so go check that out. Dandadan, really, really good, and I loved the anime. Next, we have Call of the Night, Volumes 1 through 8 in the complete opposite order. I haven't read the manga, but the anime was really good, so I'm going to definitely read this somewhat soon. Next, we have A Silent Voice, which was my first manga I've ever read, and it's kind of a throwback seeing it, and that's why I'm probably never going to get rid of these volumes, just because this is kind of the start of my collection. I bought A Silent Voice, and then I bought Prison School, which is kind of a weird combination, but this was my first series I ever actually read. It's pretty good. I kind of pushed myself through it a little bit, because I wanted to get into manga, and it's weird, but the movie is really good. I love the movie, so I have the manga. I definitely need to give this a reread now that I'm more into manga, but yeah. Next, we have Komi Can't Communicate, Volumes 1 through 20. and this series started out really good. I loved it, but it gets a little too much filler. I might end up selling this, I'm not sure. It is a really fun series, but I don't know. And we also have a little Komi Nendroid, which is adorable. That's one reason I kind of don't want to sell it, because I have this cute little Nendroid, but whatever. We'll see what we do. Next we have a Luffy Pop, which is dope. But then we have Bakemonogatari Volume 1 through 10. Super excited to get into this series. I'm a big fan of the Monogatari series, so this will be fun to actually read. I'm kind of waiting for it to fully come out in English, and then we will, or fully come out, I don't even know if it's out, but, and then I'll get into this series. Next we have My Boy, which I have no idea what it's about. I picked it up for cheap a long time ago. It looks kind of like, it reminds me of some Shuzo Shimi-esque. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what it's about, but if you've read that, let me know, and let me know if it's any good. Next we have Opossums by Tsutomu Nihei. This is when he switched his art style from, it's usually Blam style, and this is more line art focused. I still like it. It's still unique. It's still good. It's not as good as Blam, but the series itself was decent. It wasn't amazing, but I do like it, and I have it in the collection because I'm a massive Tsutomu Nihei fan. Next we have Knights of Sidonia, Volume 1 through 15 in the singles. I did enjoy the series quite a bit. I love having the singles because they're a little more harder to find and rare. So I have this series. It's pretty good. The animes are pretty decent. They're not amazing. A lot of 3D CGI stuff in them, so, but still pretty good. This is kind of my miscellaneous shelf, but we have Astra, which I've heard a lot of good things about. Monster Soul, which is by Hiro Mashima, which is the creator of Fairy Tail. I found this series for cheap, wanted to read it, one of his previous series. I'm not putting that back. Then we have Kami-sama Kiss. I really need to get the rest of this series. I love Kami-sama Kiss, so really need to get that. And they have really nice spines. This used to be very expensive. I'm not sure if it's expensive anymore. I know it came back in print, and I don't think it's in print now. I don't know, but I really need to find that and get that. Next we have Ultimo Volume 1, which is a manga by Stan Lee. I heard it's not that good and it's extremely expensive, so I won't be getting the rest, but I will read that volume at some point because I think it's interesting. Stan Lee made a manga, so gonna have to read that. Then we have the Full Metal Alchemist light novels, which I've never read because I'm lazy, but I probably will read these. I don't actually know if they're any good, but next we have the Naruto light novels as well. I have read some of these, and I really did enjoy these. I read Kakashi's story a long time ago, and I actually really liked it. Kind of got me into reading light novels a little bit more, so not sure if any of the other ones are good, but I did like that story. Next we have Bleach. This is the 20th anniversary, I think, cover. Kind of just have it sitting over here because I don't have like a Bleach shrine or set up or anything yet, but that's coming. That is coming for 2025, I believe. Next we have Darling in the Franxx Omnibus Volume 1. I might get rid of it because I don't really care about it, but we'll see. I'm not sure if the manga is any better than the anime. The anime I watched a long time ago and I really liked it, but I have a feeling if I watched it again, I would think it's dog shit, so we'll see. Next we have Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer, which I just picked up in my Cyber Monday haul. Go watch that video. And not sure what this series is about, but I'm excited to read it. Then we have a couple, I think these are all Yuris. I'm not sure if this one right here is a Yuri or just like some romance, but I've wanted to get this for a while because it, you know, it just screams my taste, you know. I love Yuri, so we'll see if that's any good. And down here, these are even more kind of miscellaneous volumes, but we have a Death Note light novel. We have a Nier Automata Volume 1 of the manga, which was pretty good, actually. It wasn't too bad. And then we have some Konosuba light novels, All You Need Is Kill, which is a really good one-shot series by the creator of Death Note. Then we have Daiware Gelder, which I really need to get into this series by the creator of Blade of the Immortal. Yeah, we have Monster, which I don't know if this guy's series is for me. Everyone loves him, but I'm not sure if he's for me. I did read this volume. Didn't enjoy it that much, but I definitely will probably give him a lot more of a chance because of how popular he is. Then we have Crazy Food Truck, which was actually a fun little volume. I actually enjoyed this volume. I got it because the cover. I think the cover is pretty cool. Then we have this random volume here. I don't know what this is. Some cat girl on the cover. I got this for very cheap. Then we have Death Note, a little spin-off series, another series which kind of got off the cover. The cover's pretty dope. We have a Naruto character book. We have No Longer Human by the actual author. This is just the series. This is what all the spin-off mangas are about. I gotta read this. Then we have Takane and Hana, volume 1 through 18, and then we have Ghost Talker's Dreams, which I really need to get into this. Then we're gonna go over to our last two shelves. We got some Doom Eternal little figures from the Doom Eternal games. If you like Doom Eternal, these are pretty sick. Then we got some box sets here. We got Tokyo Ghoul Complete, Tokyo Ghoul Re, and Tokyo Ghoul, which this series is pretty good. I think there's a lot of filler in this, which is kind of annoying and not interesting. And when you get to Re, there's a lot of characters where I don't give a fuck about them, and I honestly want them to die. Okay, that might sound sick and sadistic, but it's pretty... There's some pretty bad characters in this, but overall really good, ends really well, and I think it's a good series. Over here we have some Blu-rays, which we got Cowboy Bebop, a Sailor Moon movie. This is the Vampire Hunter D movie I was talking about before. Definitely go watch that. Then we have the Aria Blu-rays, the Bayonetta movie, which was pretty damn good. I was pretty impressed with this. I love the Bayonetta. I love the first Bayonetta game. I haven't played the other two, but this is actually a pretty good anime. Next we have Teen Titans and Prison School, beautiful. High School of the Dead. Some of these I just got for cheap, so like this one, High School of the Dead. This is the OVA episode. I'm really not a big fan of High School of the Dead, but then we have No Game No Life, which I am a big fan of. Love their art style. So we got No Game No Life and No Game No Life Zero, the movie. Then we have Clannad, one of my all-time favorite series. Highly recommend. We have K-On!, another really good series. Bloom Into You, a good Yuri. Girls Last Tour, another amazing series. Maid-sama, Toja, love that. Mysterious Ex-Girlfriend, pretty good. And we have the Arcane Steelbook, which I just recently bought, which is beautiful. I love Arcane. Made an Arcane video as well. My favorite series, movie, anything of all time. Then we have Afro Samurai Steelbook, and we have the Berserk Steelbook, which is beautiful. I'm so happy I have this. Beautiful, beautiful edition. Berserk, also one of my favorite animes of all time. Then we have Chivalry of a Failed Knight up there, and Children of the Sea. Next we have the Monogatari series box sets, the light novel box sets 1 through 3. Haven't gotten into these. This is something I will probably get into in 2025 and see if it's any good. I guarantee it's going to be great. I'm super excited to read this. Then we got the Overlord light novels. We got The Girl from the Other Side. These are some of the best editions in English. Got the gold foil, and I've heard really good things about this series. Then we have Initial D, which I did do a video on this as well. Pretty good. I did enjoy Initial D. I need to read the rest of them, but I'm kind of waiting for them to come out more. Then we have some Gundam volumes. We got Origin, which I just recently picked up in the Cyber Monday haul. Very beautiful spines by Boichi, so excited to get into that series as well. Then we have some random volume over here I picked up for cheap. The Angels of Glahamburg. Don't know what that's about, but we got Saint Young Men 1 through 3, K-On! Volume 1 in the singles, Drip Drip, which is by the Beastars author, which was really good, honestly. I did enjoy this little short story. Then we got Hinamatri Volume 1 through 15 out of order, because I'm terrible at organizing. Then we got Old Man, which... Not sure if you've ever heard of this. Probably not, because I've never heard anyone talk about this, but it's a fun little medieval manga about magicians, and it was pretty good. Volume 1 through 2, I think there's 4 volumes. I need to get the other 2, but next we have a bunch of random shit. A bunch of volume 1s. I'm not even going to go into them, but Fire Punch, this is a series where 2025, I will definitely be getting the rest of this. I read the first volume and I loved it, by the creator of Chainsaw Man, and I can guarantee this is going to be better than Chainsaw Man. Next we have the guy she was interested in, wasn't a guy at all. I did a video on this as well. Really good Yuri series. Really enjoyed that. Next we're wrapping it up. We're almost done. We got the Demon Slayer box set. Not my favorite series of all time, but I do enjoy the cover art, so I'm probably going to keep this one. Then we have One Piece box set 1. Haven't read the manga, caught up with the anime, love the anime. Need to read the manga though for sure. I need to get the last 2 box sets. Then we have a bunch of little, these are like Funko brand figures for One Piece. Kind of cute little figures. I like them. Then we got box set 4 for One Piece. Bakuman, which I just recently picked up. Bakuman Complete Series. Definitely need to get into this, by the creator of Death Note. Then we have Bleach box set 1. Naruto box set 2. Rosario plus Vampire box set Complete Series. Claymore Complete Series. And the rest of the Naruto box set. I have read Naruto, and I did enjoy it. A lot of reading, 72 volumes, but I am a big Naruto fan, so. And then we have Claymore, which is another really, really good series. Kind of like Berserk, female main characters. Really fun, really good series. And then Rosario plus Vampire. If you like the anime, which I do like the anime, I really do like the anime. The manga is really good as well. A lot of people say it's a lot better. The anime has a certain charm to it, which is really fun and unique, but some good series here. And that's it for the collection video. I hope at the end of next year, the collection will look much different with lighting, doors, and some more awesome series, but only time will tell. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next time, I'm hoping to have a gimbal, good lighting, and a microphone for the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.